And so, the champion of Israel took his vengeance. Trapped by the deceptive wiles of a wicked Philistine woman, the judge fell. But in his final breath, he crushed the lords of the Philistines.
Stop reading.
Wait, what? Who said that? We are mid-recording. Please step away from the microphone.
I said, stop reading.
This is the sacred chronicle of the judges. You cannot just alter the historical record.
I am not altering it. I am finishing it. Delete the track.
Wait a second, you can't just...
Now, where were we? Your scroll is written in the blood of my people, yet you speak of him like a fallen god. They always love to paint me as a snake, a gold-hungry phantom slipping through the shadows of Sorek. They write about the silver as if it were a prize, but they never tell you about the terror. They never tell you what it feels like to watch your entire nation tremble at the name of one unstoppable Hebrew man. A man who tears lions apart with his bare hands and laughs while he slaughters our sons. I didn't destroy a hero. I caged a monster that was tearing my world apart, piece by piece. I traded my reputation to buy my people their freedom. And the cost? The cost was my own soul.
Mistress, please sit down. You are stressing yourself over a man.
A man? Zara? You are the one who brought me news of him from Gaza! You told me he tore the iron gates off the city walls, slung them onto his back, and carried them to the top of a mountain, like they were nothing but toys.
I told you those stories so you would flee, my lady. Not so you would give yourself to the lords as bait.
You saw the fields at Ramath Lehi, 1,000 of our finest soldiers sorted, left to rot in the sun, beaten to death with the jawbone of a dead donkey.
So don't tell me he's just a man. He is a walking disaster.
If I don't do this, Zara, who stops him? Our armies, our gods are being mocked in the streets. The lords of Gaza need a mind, not a sword, to break his spirit. If the price of saving our people is becoming the villain of his story, then let history damn me. I am ready.
He won't just break your heart. He will break your neck.
Then so be it.
That was my first mistake. You see, a while ago, I heard of this Hebrew plague that was tearing my nation apart. So when word reached the valley of Sorek that the giant was washing his wounds in our streams, I went to find him. Look, I was curious, okay? I went there to map his weaknesses, to find the crack in his armor.
Show yourself, or die where you hide.
Is that how to greet a lady?
But when I looked into his eyes, the beast I had pictured vanished. I saw a lonely, exhausted soul, carrying a supernatural weight that was breaking his own spine. He didn't want to be a weapon. I could feel it. I was drawn to him. I was dangerously, irrevocably hooked. And in this moment, I wish someone had told me, "Delilah, run for your dear life." If only I knew how this story would end.
Entrap him, Delilah. See where his great strength lies.
They arrived in the blinding heat of day, smelling of stale sweat, heavy iron, and absolute desperation. 5 prestigious rulers of Philistia, cowering in my living room because of one Hebrew judge. They came to buy a weapon, and they expected me to be it.
Look at this. Every one of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver. A kingdom's ransom for one man's head.
They call it a prize, a kingdom's ransom. Sure, but looking at that awful mountain of silver, all I could see was the price of a soul. They didn't understand the beast they were trying to chain. They thought a man who killed 1,000 could be bought and bound like a common slave.
The risk is too high. He has lied to me twice already. New bowstrings, he snaps them like thread and laughs in my face. He is testing me. If I push further, he will suspect my true intentions and kill everyone.
Then make him love you. Weep for him. Bleed for him if you must. Use your tears. Use your beauty. Use every weapon women have used since the dawn of time. If you fail, his God will march through the gates of Ashdod and turn our sacred temples into slaughterhouses.
Play your part, Delilah, or Gaza burns to the ground. Choose.
Choose? As if I ever had a choice. It was his life, or the burning ashes of my entire nation. I had to choose between being the savior of my people or the ultimate villain of his story. So I let the warmth leave my skin, and I let the darkness take the wheel.
Get the fetters and bring the soldiers. Hide them once more. I will get you your truth.
The lords left my villa with a promise. But they left behind a shadow that choked the very air of my home. The trap was set. The soldiers were rotting in the walls, waiting for my signal. All that was left was to look the giant in his eyes.
You tell me you love me, yet 3 times you've lied to me, Samson? Am I just a joke to you?
And make him believe that my love was the only safe harbor left in the world.
Do not weep, my love. I'll tell you my secret now.
He gave me his heart. He bared his soul to the only person in the world he thought wouldn't weaponize it, and I handed it straight to the executioner. The door didn't creak. The blade didn't scream. The monster that terrorized an empire was undone by the quietest sound in the world: iron scraping against a lock of hair. Every strand that fell to the ground took a piece of his divinity with it. I watched him shrink. I watched the legend bleed out of him until he was nothing more than flesh and bone. The temple fell. The lords died. Samson found his peace in the rubble of Dagon. But me, I am left alive in the ruins of my own making. History will write my name in venom, calling me a villain until the end of time. But they will never know the real truth. They will never know that when I cut his hair, I cut out my own heart.
What have I